Today we're going to be using the step-by-step stir-fry recipe framework from Cooking Matters. A recipe framework just gives you the outline for the recipe and doesn't give you the specific ingredients, so you're able to use whatever you might have in your pantry and whatever you might like. I really love this recipe because it lets you use whatever vegetables you have, so maybe it's something that is going bad soon, or even frozen or canned veggies that you might have stocked up on. The step-by-step recipe framework calls for 2 to 3 cups of vegetables, about 1 cup of an uncooked whole grain, 1 pound of protein, and about 1/2 to 1 cup of a sauce of your liking. And it also offers ideas for additional flavorings like onion, garlic, or ginger. So I went into my pantry and I pulled out what I could find. I haven't been grocery shopping in a little while, so this is what we got. For my vegetables, I'm going to be using this bag of frozen mixed vegetables. I'll probably end up using a little bit more than half of it. For my whole grain, I'm going to be using a cup of brown rice. And for my protein, I'm going to be using 2 eggs that will be scrambled and probably about a cup of frozen edamame because that's what we have. I'm also going to be making the Cooking Matters spicy soy sauce. Cooking Matters also has a peanut sauce recipe and a lemon stir-fry sauce recipe that are really yummy, so you're welcome to try those out if you would like. If you want to keep this recipe super simple, you can just add in a few tablespoons of soy sauce, and that will do the trick to give you that nice stir-fry flavor. Finally, I am going to be using those optional flavorings. I'm going to be using an onion, about 2 cloves of garlic, and about 1 inch of fresh ginger. These give the stir fry a really nice, vibrant flavor. If you don't have these things, that's definitely okay. You can use onion powder or garlic powder, and even throwing some fresh herbs would be a nice addition to kind of up the flavor without adding more salt or soy sauce. All right, let's start cooking. First, I'm going to put together my spicy soy sauce, starting with 1/4 cup soy sauce and then 1 tablespoon brown sugar. I'm letting that dissolve into the soy sauce and mixing it up a bit. Next, I'm adding about 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. This made it pretty spicy, so adjust to your liking or leave them out. Next, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of dried cilantro. You can really use any dried herb you have. It doesn't have to be cilantro. And finally, 1 tablespoon cornstarch. I whisked that in with my fork. If you don't have a whisk, you can use your fork in this kind of fast circular motion, and that will do the trick. Next, I'm gonna get my rice started by adding 1 cup of brown rice to 2 cups of boiling water, and I'm gonna let that simmer on the side for about 45 minutes. Next, I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of oil to a large frying pan. I'm letting that warm up and letting the onion cook down until it's starting to get soft and brown at the edges. I like cooking the onion down first because I think it releases those nice flavors into the oil, and it's a nice base for your recipe. Next, we're gonna add in 2 cloves of minced garlic, 1 inch of fresh ginger, and I'm letting that cook down for about 2 minutes. Next, I'm gonna add in my frozen veggies, about 1/2 bag of those mixed vegetables, and about 1 cup of the edamame. I'm gonna let these warm up for a little bit. If you're adding fresh vegetables, you can also add them in now, but you'll probably want to cook them down a little bit until they're just underdone. Next, push the vegetables to the side of the pan until you have a nice hole in the center, and add in your 2 scrambled eggs. You're gonna wanna mix these every so often to give you that nice scrambled egg texture. It's important to cook the scrambled egg directly on the pan, because if you add it in with everything, it will just be kind of this mushy mess. That looks good. If you want to add in meat like chicken or beef, you can also add that in now, but make sure it's fully cooked before adding it into your stir fry. Nice, gave everything a mix together, and now we're adding our spicy soy sauce mixture. Make sure to get it all in there. Nice, and mix everything together. Make sure everything's all coated. I cooked that down for a few minutes so the sauce could thicken. And now I'm adding in my brown rice. Nice, and we're gonna mix that all together, make sure everything is well combined and coated in the sauce. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video and this recipe. Again, it's pretty easy, just sauteing up some veggies, adding a sauce, adding a grain, and you have a really yummy filling meal. So I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and comment below with questions or what you want to learn next.